Hey folks, Fernando doing our video for the Modern Survivalist, and today showing you something pretty interesting. This is something that maybe some of you guys that use this for your firearms, Ballistol, are familiar with. But Ballistol is basically, as the name implies, Ballistol is ballistic oil. It was designed for the German army in 1905, before World War I, and it's been around forever. I mean, I first read about this in this book. It's called Manual del Aventurero. This is the Spanish version of the German book written by Rüdiger Nickberg, who's well, it's this guy, very cool guy, by the way. He's been around, he's done a bunch of interesting travels, and he had a very nice way of writing, very friendly and easy to read. This is one of those books that definitely influenced me. I think I was like 12 years old when I first read this or so, don't remember, but this was back in 1981, I think. Look at how old these pages are. So yeah, I think, yeah, there it is, 1981. And there's no English version of this book. It was in German first, and then they did a Spanish version. It's a real shame because it is very nice. It's you know, even here when he was writing about the stuff you should have on you at all times, this would be like today's EDC. So many YouTubers, clueless, think that they came up with anything that hasn't been invented before. Mankind has been EDCing since the dawn of time. I mean, survival is what we've been at since day one. If not, we wouldn't have survived. Even what is it, that old mummified guy that they found in the northern Italy, the Alps. You guys probably know the name. It was like a skeleton, but not so much a skeleton, but a mummified traveler. He had an axe, he had a dagger, bow, arrow. He had a bunch of different kit, very well equipped for his time. But anyway, here he wrote about Ballistol, and he says, Ballistol, gun oil, antiseptic, bug repellent. That is, you know, it's missing a bracket there. Well, anyway, just fantastic book. I love this stuff. And he was talking about this. So Ballistol was originally designed for the German military, and they were looking for a universal use oil. They wanted something they could use in their guns so as to keep them lubricated, for cleaning, for their tack as well, the leather, belts, holster, all of these things. They wanted a universal oil. And in fact, they actually, the people, I don't remember the name, but the guy in charge of this was very successful. So Ballistol has a bunch of different uses. Of course, for protecting metal, sure, but then you have this little drawing here. I mean, it's good for lubricating anything in general, I guess at motorcycles as well, or bicycles. It can be used for moisturizing leather around the house. I guess it has its uses for lubricating and protecting tools, knives, for the skin, or for, you know, yeah, for skin as well. It's an antiseptic as well, so you can use this stuff in wounds. It also has like a little bit of an anesthetic effect, so it's going to be helping in that regard too. And it's bug repellent, so a little bit of this. It has a little bit of a different kind of scent, a bit of a oily gun oil mixed with pine and a little bit of a minty, or I don't know, some kind of, yeah, outdoorsy type of smell, let's call it. Anyway, it's used for a bunch of different things, and one of the things I like, it's all in German. It has no other language, and when you open it, you have this, and you think, okay, here I'm going to be having different. No, screw it. They just go with German for everything, so there's no translation. You know, that's the kind of thing that we don't care. We just go with German for all of it, and not even bother having at least English here. You know, very German of them, made in Germany, of course. And yeah, there it is. So yeah, I was reading that it can be used for lice, you know, your hair, if you have lice or ticks, I guess, and being a repellent. Seems to be a pretty effective mosquito repellent as well. That's one of the things that I read in this book. And when you're going to be using it, like for, you know, treating leather, that sort of thing, it has like an effect with water. You have a little drop of water. You put a little bit of this stuff in there, and it makes like a gel. Yes, so it has a, what is it called? Like, it doesn't separate from water. It moisturizes and makes kind of like a paste. And with this stuff, you can make your own of this, and you can use this in like in leather. I mean, I guess you could use it right away, but in leather like this, it has a pretty nice effect as well. I mean, it's a fantastic product all around. I wouldn't mix it with water for, you know, anything metal. For this kind of thing, I just go with the oil as it is, which is going to be preventing rust, lubricating, cleaning. But for leather, I find it to be quite good as well when you make that little bit of paste with some water, because it doesn't separate. It emulsifies with water, I guess that's the word, and you get this white stuff. Even for your skin, it's not all that bad. My wife says it smells kind of bad. I don't know. I also read that a guy was doing a test because he was worried that the smell would scare away like game and such. And what he did, don't remember where this was, but he was explaining that he set a camera with a rag with some Ballistol in that rag, and he found a deer actually licking this stuff. I guess because it has like that, you know, vegetable oil scent to it that attracts animals, or at least plant-eating animals. So you can even use this as bait, apparently, guys. I mean, what more could you possibly ask of a single product? It's mineral oil base, but it definitely has some vegetable oil in there as well. That pine seed kind of smell that it has, it's definitely something in there, something that's vegetable. But well, the exact recipe, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but yeah, it's a fantastic product. You know, in survival, you want to have these things that have a ton of different uses, and anything that I can use in a gun that also works for moisturing my hands, especially now with the COVID stuff and the alcohol gel and such. I can use it to moisture and protect leather. I can use it in my own skin. I can use it in a wound. It's going to be having somewhat of a anesthetic effect. I can use it as a bug repellent. You cannot ask for more than that. It is as multi-purpose as a product comes. So I'll leave the link below for you guys to check it out in Amazon. I got this one in Amazon as well. You have the spray version, so I'm going to be getting some of those for my guns instead of WD-40. But this I'll keep like a lotion or like a perfume, just to use when out in a date night with a wife, I guess. Guys, that's all for now. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. See you in our next video. Have an awesome day. Take care.